Welcome back to Psychological Journey. In the Windows base, you'll be assembling the boys to get on and craft the creative cell. If we look at our quest book, everything is done except for this, and the ingredients for said creative cell are in here. The only thing missing is the super solar panel, which is on our battery tower at the moment, giving us energy. Let's go over what's changed since last time. So, when the chunks load, the big chemistry building has been extended all the way around here for various lines. Then go in and have a look. Chemical reactors, mixers, electrolyzers. Oops, wiring in the back. The fusion area has gotten a bit of an update aesthetically as well as functionally with the new advanced fusion reactors. What I would like to comment though is the advanced fusion reactor 5, where you have a passive process with a neutron plasma and a active process with the refined chaos, is a bit tricky because you have to somehow run a passive process and a on-demand process in the same machine. And yeah, we we never really figured out like a consistent setup, and we wanted to make it look a bit nicer, so we added some hedges, like a park bench, stuff like that, a lake and some trees. The void miners, I don't know if we had the void miners last time, but we have 1, 2, and 3, the different tiers. We have our draconic multi-blocks for crafting the draconic stuff over at the battery power zone. All of our turbines are now Chaos Infinity alloy. We have our super solar panel, making us 2 billion EU per tick, which is pretty cool. In addition, we have a hyper reactor, which is also making us 2 billion EU per tick. And oops, we have some large Naquadah reactors, which we used for a little bit before moving to hyperfuel and super stuff. Next to nuclear, we have a new chemistry building for various endgame stuff. I think we were supposed to put a central monitor here, but that never ended up happening. But we have like fullerene polymer matrix. Over there is terranium. Up here is periodicium. You can tell by all the different mixes. You need a lot of mixes for periodicity. We have a look. At the very least, you get 115 dust from doing this recipe, so it's not all that expensive, but it's very complicated because you need all the periodic stuff. And I think this is photopolymer maybe, or NAC fuel, I don't really remember. But we have a lot of like sort of later game processes here, even the plasma condensers. There you go, so cosmic neutronium, cosmic mesh and fabric we have set up in these areas. This is a pretty cool building as well. I kind of like how this is set up. When I was designing it, I originally wanted to have like flashing redstone lamps down the middle, but I suck at vanilla redstone, so that never ended up happening, unfortunately. I don't know if I showed this off, but this is our compact machines field projector. I forget what the name is. Anyways, this is another chemistry building, mostly for optical boules. So if we have a look at optical circuits, which I think is UHV tier, and these lasers require a different rod made from a bunch of like lanthanide elements, neodymium, yttrium, something. What is this? Praseodymium, yeah, all that like lanthanide elements. If we go to a periodic table, like all of these stuff here, and it's very long chemical chain for all 3 of them, and so that's what's produced in all of this row here, and some of this second row as well. But this is a pretty funny design, like slowly going into the ground. The LCRs and various other machines. Moving into the on-demand building, this is where a lot of time was spent AFK in the later tiers, waiting for the large assemblers to cook ingredients for various things. And of course, we have a bunch of maxed out assembly lines for doing all of the assembly line stuff. So motors, pistons, conveyors. Essentially, we have an assembly line per component type. Emitters, sensors, pumps, fuel gen, and then I think over here we have circuits, multi-block controllers, random stuff, and I think this one was dedicated for super stuff and like all this creative stuff as well. One extra zone we have is for the stellar forges. So we've got this big hole in the ground, looks like some sort of particle accelerator or something, I don't know, with like all the fusion coils and stuff. But yes, this is where we do all of our stellar forging. So we've got degenerate rhenium plasma. We have a weakened draconium, quark gluon plasma. Some of these are passive, some of them are on demand. So this one was originally for neutron plasma, but once we got the tier 5 advanced fusion reactor, we don't use this one anymore. There we go, there's our on demand, our high energy quark gluon on demand fluids. So this is for like cosmic neutronium and cosmic mesh, and however you say that. The way that we do this one is a little bit different because we actually supply the fluids, and then we have storage bus the output fluids. And usually what happens is that these will be sent to a plasma condenser with some kind of reusable cell. So if we look up cosmic neutronium, for example, this is made in a plasma condenser with this cosmic neutron plasma cell, and the input cell is recycled. Like if we go to here, it uses one, but you get one back. So we just send in the cell, it automatically gets crafted, and then the cell is recycled when we make the ingot. The only instance where this breaks is if you cancel mid-craft, and then it doesn't have time to make the QCD charges and then do this conversion. But otherwise, it's a good system. Raw Chaos, Eternity, I guess. And I don't even think these last ones are used. I think we made them just so that the whole area was filled up, which I don't mind because it makes it look pretty cool. If you are interested, here are the final playtimes for everyone. So there's only about 6 of us that were actually really active. This is our second time getting the Creative Cell in Technological Journey, and this is our first time getting Creative Cell. And the base, while it is functional, it looks very strange. There's a big lag spike apparently. There we go. There is a very big tower made by the one and only B, and nothing is really organized. It's just a big platform, machines. Again, it is functional, but it's a bit strange looking. So, like we have we have a big tower of empty casings, and we decided we want to do a second run and we want to do it properly. And I believe this run was played on version 1.2. You can tell because all of the Vulcanists that are ZPM2 or above are broken, because in 1.3 version of the mod pack, Vulcanist broke so that you could only use LUV tier or below. Also, it's a bit of a flex to have gotten Creative Cell twice. The quests aren't counting, but trust me, it happened. I don't even remember what everyone's playtime was. There you go. That was everyone's playtime for the first completion of Technological Journey. But yeah, the setups are relatively similar. Like we have the Stellar Forge tower, the Advanced Fusions. Advanced Fusions 4 and 5 weren't in when we played the first time, but we still have the big row of assembly lines. We didn't do nitrobenzene. We did Starlight rocket fuel, and then the usual large Naquadah and hyperfuel. Once again, we did suspicious looking nuclear, and on a cobble platform. So you can see the aesthetics definitely weren't a priority for this run. If we're using cobblestone and like random wheat fields, is just it was a bit bizarre. So there it is. The full quest book completion. Right, we've got to get the grass. Very nice. All the boys with Cell. Yes. Psychological journey. I mean, this truly was our psychological journey. Wouldn't you agree, fellas? Yes. Infinite of everything. Super causal. This absolute abomination of an item to craft. No TNT. No funnel out. Or grass. This will not help. Okay, well, this TNT is unstoppable. Anyways, I think that will probably do it for the TJ escapade. Okay, it's just chaos. will see you guys in the future, hopefully, with more Minecraft.